Hi, my name is Dr. Pearl Fernandes, and I'm a professor of biology at USC Sumter. I've always involved students in my research, and since I've joined here on the tenure track, I'm always thinking of projects that are doable at a 2 year campus where students come in as freshmen. We have maybe a year or 3 semesters, 2 or 3 semesters, and then they go. So it has to be something that is doable in a couple of semesters with the students and also with the resources that we have. So in light of that, and currently with COVID and everything online, doing something in the laboratory wasn't really feasible. And so I do have a background in nutrition and public health. And I have, over the years, always engaged myself in public health research. So I thought to myself, as I was teaching human biology, where there is some chapters to do with nutrition and health, why not engage students in exercise, something to do with exercise. Also, one of the things that got me there was Samara. Samara was an exercise physiology major.
I am Samara Castleberry. I am a sophomore here. This is my second year at USC Sumter.
And she's dear to me because her father, Josh Castleberry, was my very first research student. And he had asked me to engage Samara. So I thought, well, if it's exercise physiology, I'll try something there. And I started reading up. And then Dr. Kiernan, Dan got Tony involved from his class.
My name is Tony Freeman. I am a sophomore here at the University of South Carolina Sumter. I am a biological sciences major.
Dan and I have always worked together, and it's been a wonderful collaboration together.
Dr. Kiernan of USC Sumter. I'm a senior instructor here in biology, and I've been here for almost 13 years.
So basically, this is a project where we're comparing athletes at USC Sumter with non-athletes. That is the amount of fitness in terms of cardiovascular fitness. So we are doing a health assessment, and then we compare pre and post exercise.
So the big three that we measured are the blood pressure, heart rate, and oxygen levels within your blood. And so blood pressure, we know, is still on the top 5 all-cause mortality list from the World Health Organization, and so we'd like to really be able to compare those two.
We have selected for this age-matched, and the fact that one group exercises on a regular basis and the other does not.
We took 20 athletes and 20 non-athletes from campus, all students. We took 10 softball players and 10 baseball players. We took 20 non-athletes, also students.
All of us have different roles, so we've kind of carved out what each of us is doing. So my role overall is to see that the project, we have the participants, they are age matched, they are, controls are controls, experimental group is experimental. Seeing that all the protocols are maintained in terms of the validity of the project, as well as the COVID-19 protocols, which become very important with this project currently.
Okay, students, they would arrive. I would give them their consent form, make sure they understood what they were doing, make sure they had received emails and were informed. They would sign their consent forms. I would take it, give them their code for the survey. They would fill out the survey to the best of their ability and knowledge up to page 6, at which point Dr. Kiernan would step in and help them and explain to them how to take their own blood pressure.
My job today was really to educate the students on taking proper blood pressure, because when you do a study like this, you want to make sure they're doing things properly so the numbers are okay, you get accurate numbers.
So my task in the project was to supervise the treadmill. And so they go on the treadmill because that's going to raise their blood pressure and heart rate. So we can kind of compare how much the blood pressure and heart rate are raised compared to athletes and non-athletes. And we know that the amount of that it raises and how fast it drops is a pretty good indicator for your cardiovascular fitness. And the greater your cardiovascular fitness, hopefully the decreased risk you are at cardiovascular disease.
Looking for general trends to kind of educate not only the general public but our young people of the importance of developing good habits as when you're young, because we know that blood pressure is called the silent killer. Okay, and so it's very important to be aware of that and looking at the impact of exercise and other healthy habits on blood pressure and heart rate and things like that. So.
Once they have all the data and they have analyzed it, we will work with them on writing a scientific paper in terms of a poster presentation. The Vice President for Research at the University of South Carolina, Dr. Prakash Nagarkati, hosts a huge conference for undergrads. It is known as USC Discover Day. And so the students, we will teach them how to write an abstract introduction, just basically the steps of the scientific method with their data. And then they will present. This conference this year is going to be online. So they will present in an online format, either as a verbal presentation or a poster presentation. So that's something we are definitely going to be involving our students so that they have, they have experience presenting their research to the community.